In a previous video, I talked about shot reverse shot and how you can convey a lot of information about story, tone, and character simply by the way you choose to frame up these shots. If you'd like to go back and watch that video, I've included a link in the description below, so be sure to check it out. But there's one more point that I want to make about how you can improve these scenes, and it has to do with how you block. Now, I posted a video a while back about how you can improve your dialogue scenes that includes a little bit of this subject, and I've added that link to the description as well. But I think it bears mentioning again in this video. Locking two actors down on marks and then simply cutting between these two over-the-shoulder shots, it's ubiquitous and it's often unavoidable when making films, but relying solely on shot reverse shot can really limit your creativity when it comes to shooting a scene. It might be liberating to know that you don't actually have to shoot dialogue scenes this way. You can move the actors around. You can move the camera. You can do both at the same time. Or you can lock the camera down and simply let the actors play out the scene in front of you like you would in a stage play. You can do all of the above. The point is, be creative when blocking your scenes. I encourage you to go back and watch classic films from the 1940s and 50s. Notice how the camera will often follow characters throughout the space. Notice how the camera lingers on a 2-shot or a 3-shot and simply lets the actors work. Notice how a close-up 2-shot will slowly widen out and then pan left slightly to reveal a third character entering the room. If you have the time, you need to watch this video essay that breaks down specific scenes in Jaws and how Spielberg blocked the camera and the actors and how it all worked well together. If you don't have time to watch the full 34-minute piece, I suggest watching the scene starting around the 8-minute 20-second mark that shows Chief Brody entering his office. Okay, for the remainder of this video, I want to talk about shot reverse shot from the editor's point of view and how to properly cut these shots together so they aren't detrimental to the film. Because, believe it or not, shot reverse shot can actually hurt the film if you aren't careful in how you edit. So let's talk about how. Shot reverse shot can ruin the pacing of your edit. I've seen dialogue scenes cut so that the person speaking is always on screen. Character 1 says something, cut. Character 2 responds, cut. Character 1 speaks, cut. Character 2 speaks. And back and forth it goes, the cinematic equivalent of a tennis match. Don't edit your scenes like this. We don't necessarily need to see the person who's speaking. Sometimes there's more emotional impact from seeing a character react to what's being said rather than seeing the character who's speaking. In fact, in comedy, it's often funnier to see the reaction of the person who hears the punchline rather than seeing the person who delivers it. For a good example of this, just watch some episodes of the series 30 Rock. Also think about ways in which you can add tension or drama into your edit, not only by showing reaction shots, but also by introducing pauses. Don't allow your edit to become like a metronome. Line, cut, line, cut, line, cut. Sometimes you want to allow an actor to deliver a line and then insert a pause before the next person speaks. Sometimes you want the weight of what was just said to resonate with both the other actor in the scene and also the audience before you continue. Conversely, there may be moments where you want to speed up the edit and allow lines to overlap. Really listen to the way people converse with one another in real life. People a lot of times don't wait for the other person to finish speaking before they jump in with their response. Allowing dialogue to overlap not only creates a sense of authenticity to the scene, but it can also heighten a sense of chaos. There's a great video essay on how overlapping dialogue works really well in the film Uncut Gems. I'll provide a link in the description below. There is so much material out there on how to become a better director, cinematographer, and/or editor. Hopefully these tips have given you something that you can apply to your next film project. But if you have anything else to add, I'd love to hear from you, so leave your thoughts in the comments below. As always, be sure to click subscribe so you know when new videos are posted, and as always, you can connect with me on my website at clinttill.net.